So hi guys, what's going on? I hope everyone is safe and sound. So today I have decided to do something different that I have ever did on the channel. A complete summary of details and facts you should know before you play or buy Assassin's Creed Valhalla. This video contains both the trailer, that is the first cinematic trailer, and the gameplay trailer. I mean there are zero footage of gameplay but rather more cinematics, but more on that later. Plus some features confirmed by lead developers which will be seen in the final game. So yeah, that a lot, but don't worry, I'll be very brief and precise. Also mild spoilers warning, as I will be glossing over some old Assassin's Creed games for the sake of comparison, so be warned. So let's start with the game timeline and setting. So the game is set in the 9th century during the war between the Vikings and European countries, mainly the English Empire. There are two major locations present in the game, that is Norway, your home world, and the English Empire or England. The game is inspired from Norse mythology, so expect some references and Easter eggs from Norse mythology or their beliefs. From the details provided in the trailer description, you are put in the boots of Eivor, this guy or girl, and just like in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, you select from two siblings of opposite gender and both are canon to the story. Character customization exists, which will allow you to choose hoods, beard styles, tattoos, war paints, and other stats. So basically you are a Viking raider who is on a mission of finding a safe place for his fellow members once and for all. Your main objective reflects the game title Valhalla. See, Valhalla is the Norse version of heaven or outer heaven, if you may.
Kept you waiting, huh?
And that is exactly what you are searching for. Like I said, references from Norse mythology. Now as confirmed by the game director, Valhalla will be the biggest game, at least in map comparison. Unlike the previous title, Odyssey, which was way tedious to explore, Valhalla will have meaningful and mesmerizing places to visit which are both immersive and important to the story. They will be unique and not repetitive. Speaking of exploration, Valhalla will have a lot of freedom in terms of exploration and won't feature the big progression caps that were present in previous title. However, some places may be locked and can only be explored after a certain part of the story is played. The game will be fairly open-ended, don't go wrong there, with various exploration which can be done through land and sea, as ship travels also make big part of the game. However, naval combat have been dialed back a lot and now is more of a means to travel places than helping in combat. With that being said, you command a small sim called Drakkar, which can be called upon where you are near water streams or sea and is fully customizable and is helpful in escaping the scene after you have done your job. Your ship will have a crew of 8 who can help you land, and you can recruit people whom you meet in the game or after completing certain side quests. Speaking of quest, let's talk about story, gameplay and overall game design. RPG elements returns again from Odyssey and have some vital effects on the game. The game has several dialogue choices, but will the game have multiple endings depending upon these choices you make is still unknown. For the first time, a diplomacy choice has been added, meaning conflicts can now be resolved without stabbing people to death if you want to. There will be different clans to choose from who have their own agenda and beliefs, found both in Norway and England, which can be, and you can choose to be part of them or join their clan if you want. The AI of enemies have been improved and can do unexpected things like use of environment or use each other's gadget to counter you. The world of Valhalla is created to engage more into stealth and parkour. The level design is made in such a way which encourages you to use stealth whenever possible. Social stealth also returns in Valhalla. See, you are a Viking who is in a world where they are seen as criminals or unwanted, so it will be important to blend among the people. Hence, social stealth will be a key element in the game. Navigation and puzzle also make their way into the game. Now to the most important thing, the combat. The combat is brutal and not for the faint of heart, as said by the game director. Vikings were vicious fighters who don't really fight fair, and the team has tried to nail it as far as possible, which is great. But nothing makes you an assassin until you have your blade. Well, it's time to celebrate. Hidden blades have finally returned. You can now perform one-shot kill with them. Dual wielding of weapons have also been teased in the so-called gameplay trailer, possibly dual wielding of axes, and as hinted by the director, you can pretty much dual wield any weapons, and more complex use of gadgets like throwing axe and more. Though the game is more focused on stealth, you will be able to fight your way out if you want. There may be many large-scale battles, raid and so on, and it will be visceral. Animal taming may be present in the game as teased by this image, and you can have one animal with you who will help you in fighting. Maybe. We don't know that, but it can happen. There are 25 R's enemy types present in the game. Enemies may have weak points which can be used in order to exploit them or achieve a quick and easy kill. Eivor, meet fellow assassins, dubbed the Hidden Ones, in the early part of the game who will teach them their methods, use of gadgets, beliefs and so, which is great and more realistic, much like Connor's story where he is trained and forced into an assassin, and not like Edward who was basically a killing machine once he wore that assassin hood. There will be a lot of lore and probable Easter eggs, so lore hunters and royal fans rejoice. You will be getting a ton of fan service. There will be fighting, which according to the Vikings lore and beliefs is a rap battle, where two people will insult each other with use of rhymes and rhythms, which of course you can participate. Now moving on to the present day. Lila returns and the story progresses, however a lot of time has passed between the last game and the present day. Modern day have many surprises which you may uncover. Hadrian's Wall is also present in the game, which is great. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is made of Anvil 2.0 engine which have a brand new rendering engine. Valhalla will be the most beautiful Assassin's Creed game ever made. It will be available on next gen console as well as PS4, Xbox One and of course PC. And finally, subscribe to the Fallen Glass for more content. Hope you like this video. Feel free to give it a thumbs up and share among your friends who are also interested in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Until then, stay happy and stay awesome.